want to have my brain scrambled. I have plans for after boxing.
Correct.
Which a lot of guys think, hey, I'm going to fight as long as I can.
Yeah.
You know, keep doing it. And you're obviously thinking in the future already. What is it that your plans are? What do you want to do when you get out of this? And you know, how do you have a long life after you're done boxing? What do you do when you're done?
Besides, you know, I got many like businesses I want to own, restaurants, company spots, different little. I want to get in real estate, properties and stuff like that. But my ultimate goal is my passion is acting. That's why I want to end my career acting. You can act to the life of me. You know, I think I got a silly personality, and I can get into character just like that. You know, and that's what I want to do.
Sitcom.
Do it all. Do it all. Do it all. You know, so that's what I want. And you know, I'm a big supporter of my children. You know, I provide for them and build the best life that they can. That's what I'm looking to build, the best life, the foundation, best life that they can have. You know, I feel like I can make my kids, they can make a difference out of the world.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ronda Rousey from UFC. She's a women's champion in UFC. She's acting in movies right now.
Really?
In the middle of her career, she does a fight, does a movie, comes out of fight. You know, would you consider it your career?
You know what? I contemplate about many things like that because one of my trainer, Mark Breland, he did the same thing. You know, Mark was fighting and doing movies, but with me, you know, being where I am, especially in the heavyweight division, it's like you always heard that boxing is a jealous sport, and time and time again we've seen many athletes that continue to fight, but then wander off into something else that take up their time and they come back, they end up losing or getting knocked out and stuff. And the thing about me, like, I dedicate my full. This is a sport that you have to dedicate yourself to full time. This is nothing that you play. Right. You know, you can't say I play boxing. This is one of the most difficult sports in the world. And for me, it's like, whatever I do, I give my 110% to, and I feel like if I can't give my 100% to something, that I don't need to do it at the time. So when boxing, that's why I'm saying I'm just building the foundation now, or opening the doors, building relationships, networking. So when it's time for me to transform over to what I need to do, I got all my connections, I got all my resources right here. So I can say, hey, goodbye, I done have fun, I done it, I accomplished everything, I done set a legacy behind me. Hey, hello to my new thing. I want to give it full time and dedication to it.
One of the things, I mean, you're really impressive talking in here and making, you know, you win the title and, you know, all the Klingons come on and all the hangers-on come on. How do you avoid that? Like, so many guys have been dragged down by that happening with their careers. They lose their money, they lose their focus. Have you thought about it, and how do you prevent that from occurring?
Well, I've definitely thought about it even before I got to this point. You know, my father, even when I was younger, with dealing with crowds, my father, even when I was young, he was like, you know, I try to bring friends over and stuff. He always used to tell me one's too many, one's enough, two's too many. Don't bring them jokers in my house. He'd call them jokers, going back to an old guy's term. And I never understood why he can't bring my friend, you know. But as I got older and started observing and seeing things from my own eyes, I understood that what Pops was talking about. You know, that's what, you know, and to this point as a man, my circle is super small. I got a small circle, and even when it get crowded enough to where I'm not comfortable, I know how to exit myself away from the situation, you know. And I just feel like God have blessed the right people in my life at the right time to do my journey of coming up. And the people that I got around me, that's the people that loves me. Even whether I'm on the top or bottom, they always going to be here. Because, like you said, you always get people, when you're in the midst of something or when you're the champ, something, everybody loves you, of course. Time you lose.
And Deontay,
how many?
You know, everyone since the Wilder or Klitschko's taken over, they say the heavyweights are dead in the U.S., this and that, and they look at you as the heir apparent. You're the guy that's going to bring them back to the U.S., which is obviously a compliment to you, but there's pressure with it. Do you feel pressure from hearing that you're the last hope? I
honestly don't feel pressure. You know, even as a little boy, you know, when I've gotten under pressure situations, I never panicked under pressure. You know, I honestly feel like I was born to do this. I really do. I don't feel no pressure. I don't feel. I don't feel like it's nothing. No kind of weight on my shoulder. You know, you're looking at a guy that had to carry USA in the Olympics by myself. So now, as on the world stage, I'm ready to take up that offer again to do it and do it to the best of my ability, and not only just get the belt, but make this loving sport exciting again. That is my mission. My goal is to bring the heavyweight division back. It'll never be back like it used to be, but I can try to make it better than what it was. I can't, you know, with all the networks that boxing used to come on. You didn't even have to have cable for boxing. Come on, that was the sport back then. But I can only prepare for this generation and time and what we have to offer. And I can only make it exciting in the heavyweight division and bring the interest back. And I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, whether that's fighting, the fighting whoever they want, going to places where they want, or whatever. I'm willing. I want to build a legacy at the end. I want to go behind enemy territory. I want to fight those that wouldn't dare to fight. You know, I want to do it all. I want to fight more than once a year, twice a year. For me, if it's up to me, if I'm lucky, I want to fight 4 times a year. You know, get in. If they ready, let's go, because I'm always ready. You never have to hear about Deontay getting ready because he's already ready.
Born to be wild. Born to be wild. And Deontay, you know, you come from an area that knows success in athletics through University of Alabama and individuals like David Robinson, pitcher. When the community was struck by that tornado a couple of years ago, and there was so much bad stuff going on in your community, did you feel an obligation as a great athlete to try and help things? And will winning this belt, will that translate back to Tuscaloosa in terms of making it a giving them something besides Bama football?
Even without just being who I am, as far as an athlete, you know, I would have gave back because that's my community, that's my city, you know. But once it happened, we immediately got out there. We helped, you know, by being who I am, made it that much better. Because when people lost their family or they didn't have no home to go to, and they saw me, it brought smiles to their face that I'm out, that, you know, whether it was early in the morning or late at night, it brings happiness. I had many people come up to me, you know, you have made my day, and shake my hand, and it touched my heart because I was like, man, you have lost everything. I'm going back to my family. Only a couple of people in my family got hurt, and that was just minor stuff. But you don't have nothing. And whereas a man or a woman with their children, it's like, wow, I could bring a smile to your face. And to bring that belt back to Tuscaloosa, even though it has been restored and it's beautiful, you know, after a lot of things, but to bring a belt back there, it'll definitely mean so much, you know, because my city has been through a lot. I've been through a lot. But to bring it back and being still there, still training, still living, still doing anything else, that's already, people love that. They respect that. I got warriors back there ready for me. But to bring it back and still be a champ and still do it, over the top.
That's what I meant. Your ties to Tuscaloosa are very close.
I'm a Bama boy to life. You know, I may have many places where I want homes to be, but Alabama's always going to be my headquarters. Tuscaloosa's going to be where I am.
Would you do what, you know, Bud Crawford said he wanted to fight in Omaha, and a lot of people thought it was crazy, and he developed that huge crowd. Would that ever be a goal of yours to fight at home?
We had many ideas for that. So definitely will, in the future, we definitely looking forward to having something in Alabama. Definitely.
You and Clutch go and Brian Denny Stadium.
What's that?
You and Clutch go and Brian Denny Stadium.
Yeah, that'll be wonderful. That'll be great. And after that fight, put me a statue up there or something. Just hold up there. But we definitely got plans and ideas for that. Way before all these stuff that I have plans and stuff. This already been well thought of even before I got to this level. You know, I like to pre-plan in my head before. I don't like to get in a situation and then, hey, what should I do? You know, the question is, people always say, hey, if you got $1 million, what would you do with it? You know, they put them on the spot. But if you ask me, and I'm already in my mind, got every cent, every dollar, every change, how I wanted to be spending, what I wanted to do with it.
What you getting for this fight? What's your purse?
Huh?
What's your purse for this fight, Saturday? Well, I mean, we'll find out for the commission later.
It's a good little change, you know, but it's just an appetizer. It's an appetizer. You know, this is, you know, many guys would be satisfied with just fighting for a title. You know, when I'm saying that they're a world champion, like Bermane, he's happy that he can say he's a champion. But don't be surprised if I don't do too much of celebrating. You know, I'm gonna let my emotions be, but don't be too excited because this is just the start of my stuff. What I want to go. This is nothing. To be the world champion, far as being the world champion, that's great. But far as me, you know, being a champion, the things that I want to do, I'm looking beyond that, over and beyond. Many guys will be satisfied, but I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry that this is not where it stopped. Of course, the WBC is the main belt, but it's like I want to unify the whole division. I want it all. I want to revise the heavyweight division with the excitement. I want it all. I want to do so much. So this is just the right step in the right direction of what I want to do before the end of my career, man. So this is just the beginning. He may be satisfied and happy. Of course he is, because he's getting the most attention that he ever got. He's like the ugly duckling in high school. Nobody liked him. No girls looked at him. They just walked past him. Now he got something that may make him look cute, attractive at the time, and now everybody want to be around him. By the time he lose it, he go back to his old life. You know, but for me, it's just the beginning.
We go to Waffle House.
We go to Waffle House.
Looks like you're trying to imitate Floyd with that thing.
No, not at all. You know, Floyd got good taste. I do too. You know, I'm definitely good. I like to wear. I don't wear too much jewelry. I'm not too much of a flashy guy. You know, I like to stay low key. I don't even like a lot of people around. But you know, when this is sometimes it's part of the job, man. And
that looks like it costs as much as one of his
well,
cars.
you know, the finer things in life are free. You'll find that the finer things in life are free and gift, and people want you to wear their product. So, you know, hey.
There you go.
Deontay, have you ever gone somewhere where people have mistaken you for other athletes?
Oh,
I remember you
goodness.
came to the MGM Grand once. I forget what fight it was, and you had a bigger crowd rush to you because you had that presence of a professional athlete.
Yeah.
They didn't even know who you were. They just ran to you. You had like 100 people around you asking for photos and stuff. And I heard, you know, some of the people, I think he plays for the Heat. I think he's on the Packers.
Yeah, definitely. You know, throughout my career, except these last couple of times, throughout my career, people always have mistaken me for LeBron James or something. Even back in the Olympics,
I heard people say that too.
Even I had to have security at the Olympics because they thought I was LeBron James and stuff like that. Even back,
Where was this at?
What's that?
Where was this? Where you got to have security?
Even back in the Olympics in Beijing.
Oh, the Olympics.
Yeah, I had security guard that used to they used to work for the government in Batak, and they have protected the president before.
Too bad you couldn't have stayed at the same
Secret
hotel.
Service,
Yeah. You know, well, I had fun. I had fun at the village. I have fun. No, actually, they wanted to come to the village. They would come over to the village. Kobe, all them, the White House, all them guys would come over because they were like, man, it's more fun here. We want to come here. But they always mistaken me from him. You know, and the only thing I can see is a smile. You know, we got big smiles. You know, but other than that, you know, people. Look, I was in Disney World one time. I hear the whispers. I was like, oh shit. After it was over, they had the Disney. After it was over, LeBron, and a person knew who I was. I was signing on. That had to be the confirmation. There is him, LeBron. I'm like, hell, it's how to go.
You got a better hairline than LeBron.
Well, hey, yeah, they say that too. They say that too. I think I'm more handsome too. You know, I get that feedback too. You know. But no, LeBron's a great guy, man. I definitely support him and what he's doing and stuff like that. And I wish him best in trying to get a championship back in Cleveland. You know.
Given your size and your frame, did you ever play ball?
I did. I played football. I played football, basketball, baseball, ran track. If I had time for soccer, I would have played that. So I'm a true athlete all the way around. I started playing sports at the age of 6, coming up. So I'm like, when they're dealing with sports, I'm like a kid in boxing that started when they was young and developed himself up with it. So that's where all my athleticism coming from. Each and every year, I was in sports. You know, that what got me through schools and kept me on the right the path and track and stuff was growing up. It's just sports. So, you know, that's why I say with my athleticism alone, he's going to be in trouble. You know, I'm just not no guy that come and brawl with you. You know what I mean? Or just going to sit, because they feel like I can't fight on my bad feet. But we got so many things for him. He's in trouble. How can you train for unknown? I'm unknown. A lot of questions about me. That need to be questions to. And I want to get the answers. I do.
How do you...